After telophase 1, we have cytokinesis, and the result is two separate cells with only one set of sister chromatids. After cytokinesis, we now are in a phase called Prophase II. There's no interphase in between where our DNA is going to double again. And that's because in Meiosis I, we've gone from 4N to 2N. So now we have two 2N cells, so two diploid cells. And now we're just going to go through the process again, where in metaphase, you're going to have centrosomes with spindle fibers connecting to the centromere that connects the sister chromatids together. I'm going to come over here to draw out my anaphase. Where our sister chromatids are being pulled apart. And this is Anaphase II. After anaphase, we have telophase, where you get that peanut shape. And over here, we have a replicated copy that's just like Dad. And then over here, we have Dad that stole a little bit of Mom. Over here, we have one that looks just like Mom. And then one that's mostly Mom, but she stole a little bit of Dad's from crossing over. This is Telophase II. Telophase is followed by cytokinesis. And the result is 4 different cells, each one with DNA that's going to look a little bit different from one another. And now we have 4 times 1N cells, or 4 haploid cells. So as our reminder, little key that we can write in for ourselves, if you remember, we had 2N that became 4N. They went back to being 2N, but because of crossing over, they look a little bit different now. then, because we did not replicate our DNA before going into meiosis II, we were left with only one chromosome, which gives us one N. Or we can just call that N. So this was our diploid. Then we got a tetrad of homologous chromosomes. Then we're back to diploid. And then we're at our haploid. Those haploid cells that we've created, all up here, we call gametes. If we're talking males, those gametes are going to be sperm cells. And if we're working with females, those gametes are going to be egg cells. So something that's pretty crazy and how we get genetic variation is, let's say these are 4 egg cells in our female. Any one of these could be the one that gets fertilized by a sperm cell. So maybe in one of our sperm cells, we have just the red version. So if this sperm cell fertilizes this egg cell, it's going to be a very different result than if the sperm cell fertilizes this egg cell. That's how we get so much genetic variation when we introduce sexual reproduction by meiosis.